Chip, I'm really honored to be here today and to talk about what's on my heart. And I want to tell you just as clearly as I know how, what's on my heart is the opportunity every person has to put a seed of greatness in the people around them. If I can tell you this really fast, here's what makes me think of this. Not long ago, I was sitting in a restaurant, and a woman and her family came walking across the restaurant. And when they got right to me, the woman said, "Kids, honey, this is Jim. This is the guy I'm always talking about." And I don't mind telling you right here that this story could have gone either way. I had no idea what was about to happen. And she said, "You don't remember me?" And I said, "Gosh, no, I'm sorry, I don't." And she said, "Well, I worked for you 14 years ago. 14 years ago, my first job out of college was in your company, and I was a project manager, and I had an assignment to do a project, and it went well, and everybody was really happy with me." But she said, "That's not my story. My story is at the end of that project, you wrote me an email." Now, Chip, I don't remember this lady. I don't remember writing her an email. She was a blank to me. But she said, "You wrote me this email, and in this email, you said, 'Great job on the project. Congratulations, successful finish.'" But she said, right at the bottom of the email, you wrote, "I see in you someone who will one day be a great leader and will impact the lives of many." I'm emotional right now trying to tell you this story, Chip. And then the most amazing thing probably has ever happened to me in my life, she opens her purse and she reaches in her purse and she pulls out this letter. And she said, "I've carried this letter with me for 14 years. 14 years, every time I was afraid I couldn't do what I was being asked to do, I'd just read this email again. Or sometimes I'd work for a boss who didn't believe in me, and I'd just go back and say, 'Well, Jim believed in me. He wrote this in this email.'" And she said, "Today I have 3,000 employees. I run the largest call center in the eastern half of the United States." And she said, every week of my life, I write an email like this to somebody on my staff." And I'm just telling you, in that moment, I felt like I'd made a difference, and everything I'd ever achieved in my life got real secondary, moved all the way to the back of my mind. And what came to the front was what I wish I'd done thousands of times, which is to plant a seed of greatness in somebody's heart. So I just say to everybody who's listening to you and me today, this is a simple idea that has huge results. Every chance you get, put a seed of greatness. Say to the people around you, I see greatness in you. I see it. I'm calling it out right now because one day that greatness is going to change the world. And if you plant those seeds every single day, everywhere you go, every time you can, you're going to one day look back and there's going to be a whole harvest behind you of greatness that you planted. Your time might be done, but your impact is not done. Your legacy is going to live on because you put the seeds of greatness in other people and you called it out so it would grow strong and flourish. That's what's on my heart today, Chip, is planting seeds of greatness with everybody we can.
Go get it.